Do you see here where this line ends? Last year when we redid the upstairs, nobody wants to see you paint a hallway. So for an entire year, we've had a wall that stopped here with not a clean line and a brown hallway. And then when I photograph, gotta like perfectly get it right so that way you don't see the brown hallway. So today, you're gonna get to watch us paint a hallway.
It's gonna be epic.
It's gonna be so good.
All right, so probably about 2.5, maybe even 3 years ago, I made these and put these up. This was my very first attempt at a corbel. They're kind of thin, not very bulky. So we are going to replace these with these fun ones. And this is actually available on the website. The CNC can cut these out now. And they're about the same size. They don't poke out quite as far, but they're gonna look really nice up against this wall in the hallway once it's all white.
These are the Patricks, in case you need some.
So we're hoping with painting this white, you can see this hallway is really dim and it's got one sad little light over in the corner. Jamie picked up these LED lights that I'm going to be installing.
We're just putting up one, but these are equivalent to 260 watt bright white bulbs. I hope it brightens up this entire dark whole hallway and it's not so gloomy.
So in case you're wondering, I'll leave this up here for a sec so you can see it good. This is the color that we paint matched to DIY White Swan, and the whole house is painted in this color.
Pause the camera now, and then you can write it down. How are you gonna get these out? Can I just hang from them?
You can see how well these are up here. I've just got 2 finishing nails in the bottom and in the top, and they're put in at angles and they are not wanting to come down.
We use this on furniture and walls. I'm gonna put this on here, let it dry, and we'll be ready to paint.
Here, reach the high ones. Get those ones up way up there. There you go.
Why are you laughing at me? Because I'm short?
Super tall, Mama.
I'm super tall.
Jack thinks you're tall.
Well,
You're taller than me.
Yeah, and you're huge, so.
Yeah, I'm not a baby anymore.
Favorite brush ever for getting lines and trimming, edging and whatnot, Zebra 2-inch chiseled wedge. You can pick this up at jamirayvintage.com, and I promise when you're edging, you will love it.
Chunkies.
Can you dip this tip again for me? I'm gonna get that edge that comes under there.
These are the original Patricks that I designed. I probably made these about a year ago for a market. They didn't sell at the market, so we've had them down in our basement next to the TV. And we decided that we liked them so much to put them into production, so they are on the website now. They're going to be $95 for a set. To kind of give you a size comparison, these are the Lins that we sell, the Lin Corbels, and that's how much bigger these are, and they're also a bit thicker too. They're 3 inches versus 2 inches thick. All right, before the second coat goes on, I'm gonna swap this light out because Jamie wants to see what the new light will reveal, since it's supposed to be a lot brighter.
up light fixtures, you want to think about what's going to match your house. We have black in our house with our banister, as well as our faucet in our kitchen and our light fixtures in the main living area. Then we also have brushed nickel, and because I couldn't find a black fixture that I loved, I just went with brushed nickel. You don't want to go with something too contrasty because it kind of makes a hot mess. So definitely think about that when you're picking out light fixtures. And I would have loved a really cool farmhouse one that hangs down, but these ceilings are really low. I'm not even sure if they're 8 feet. Are they 8 feet?
Yeah, they're right at 8 feet.
Yeah, they are super low, so a hugger fixture is best because it keeps it out of the way.
Okay, you get to go test it. Let's flip this, flip the light on. Bam! It's yellow.
It's supposed to be daylight.
It says bright white.
Oh, whatever. It's not like it's super yellow.
All right, turn it back off. It's in my eyes.
So this is an LED light fixture. It doesn't have light bulbs, and the LED will last about 30 years. So if you don't enjoy changing lights, LED is the way to go. Here, let's turn that on.
The vault continues down into our stairwell, so that's going to be tricky from the bottom of the stairs to get the vault. I think I've got enough reach on this extension that I can get it without getting crazy, but we will see. I don't know if that's going to be a project for today. That one might have to wait. We're going to be painting these with milk paint, and they're just raw MDF. So what we're going to do first is just paint them with some black spray paint. If you guys have seen some of our chippy milk paint finishes, we like to spray paint underneath, and then we paint them with the milk paint while the spray paint is still tacky. So I'm going to let these dry for about 15 minutes, and then we'll paint them with the milk paint to match the big cabinet that Jamie keeps all the craft supplies in. All right, got the milk paint mixed up. It's thick enough. We don't want a repeat of what happened on the live video last week or 2 weeks ago. I don't know.
Then I mixed some up and it wasn't thick enough either, so apparently.
I know. You know what I did on this actually is I made it a little thicker. I added a little less water. I didn't quite do 1-to-1. And I feel like it's working really well quickly. Like if you let it sit the allotted amount of time, the correct mixing ratio is perfect. But you know, we went right for painting this.
Oh, when we don't let the spray paint dry completely, we get better crackling and chipping. That's where we're at. And I just kind of slop it on there.
Yeah, I'm not being careful at all. So Jamie's got the Paint Pixie 1¼ inch. It's a little bit smaller, oval sized brush. And I am using the French Round. Great for details and things. Honestly, I think this is probably only going to take one coat since we're going chippy with them. What do you think?
Yeah, I think so. Well, and this is darker than the whites. The whites don't ever do it in one coat.
Yeah. Well, especially since we always go with a dark color underneath so that it comes through so there's good contrast.
Are you done already?
No, I know. There's never a race. You're like the fastest brusher.
I still have this whole side.
You're the fastest brusher in the West. You know it.
I need like one of those gun, what are they called? The
A holster
for my
a
paint
brush
brushes.
holster.
Paint brushes. I could like flip them around in the air.
Twirl them like a baton.
Have a duel. Who can get their paintbrush out?
Please don't flip it with paint on it though. I don't want.
Yeah,
don't want to clean that up.
That might be a little messy. We'd have to do it somewhere where we could do it.
Outside.
Yeah.
Outside on the grass. All right, I wanted to show you guys something. If you're not getting good crackle on your milk paint pieces, so we've got the spray paint underneath, then we didn't do any extra bond in the paint. I want to show you what kind of crackle you hit when you hit it with a heat gun. It's almost instantaneous. I'm getting ready to hang the advent calendar that we made on the old window frame with the chicken wire in it. If you missed that video, it was yesterday, so I'll put a link down below. It's the reason this whole thing got painted. But I'm just gonna use the same old holes, but I'm gonna anchor them. I didn't have it anchored, I just had drywall screws in it before, and the advent calendar added a significant amount of weight.
I have wanted to have this wall white behind that chicken wire frame like ever since I put up the chicken wire frame because I feel like it'll make the photos pop. So I think it'll make the advent calendar look even better.
I know. I'm drilling holes in the freshly painted wall.
Okay, so I've just got 220 sandpaper on a sanding block. This sanding block is all used up, but I've just got an orbital pad on it. And I'm just gonna run this over here, remove any loose chippy paint, and then I'm choosing not to seal these because of where they're going. I'm not worried about them getting dirty. I can still dust them. But if you were putting these somewhere where you wanted to wash them on a regular basis, you would wanna go ahead and put like some clear wax or dark oil wax or even some water-based liquid sealer on there. But in my case, I'm gonna leave them completely unsealed and just put them up. So now Zeb's sanding because I wasn't sanding fast or hard enough. I'm faster at painting and he's faster at sanding.
To mount these, I'm just going to do them the same way I had the other corbels in the haul. I've got these big finishing nails, and I'm just going to put a hole right here and right here. And then on the top, I'm going to run one at an angle, and that will hold them in there really strong. That nail is not very obtrusive. It's going to hold this in here really well. We'll probably take just a little dab of paint and go back over the top so it's not shiny up there. It'll look like it's 100 years old in a 14-year-old track home, hopefully.
All right, you guys see right here, this is where we're stopping for the video. But if you watch our Saturday Night Live, I want you guys to ask us, Zeb, did we get the wall finished? Because that's the only way it won't be like this for a year. Because for a year I've lived with a weird line and this hallway not painted.
Hey, that's not all on me. You know how to paint.
Yeah, but you have to move stuff. I'm not good at like dumping the 5-gallon bucket, but I'll help you. But I just want them to hold us accountable.
All right.
Stay tuned for better pictures than this of our project. We're gonna show you close-ups of the Corbels and everything.
We got the advent up on the wall. It's hung nice and secure. We had already been having a problem with Jack getting into it, so hopefully it'll be a little bit less accessible for him. Because, you know, he tries hard, but he's 4, so packages with goodies inside are hard to resist.
Here's a list of products that we used today. We used the Zebra chiseled wedge so we could do all the cutting. And then the Corbels are the Patricks. They're our newest Corbel. They're up on the website. You can get them in the Chippy green, you can get them in Chippy white, or you can get them unfinished and do your own finish so it matches your decor. We also used Pantry Door mixed with Sweetie Jane. We didn't use any sealer on them because they look fine the way they are, and I'm not going to be scrubbing them. Go to jamirayvintage.com to pick up these products and anything else you need for painting, DIY projects, crafting, corbeling, I don't know, some stuff. Make sure you hit a notification button so you don't miss our next live video, which is on Saturday, so you can ask us if we finished painting the wall. Be sure to give us a thumbs up and subscribe to Jami Ray Vintage for more
DIY.